As much as we have prepared our locks for winter, now is the time that we should ensure that we keep up with the maintenance. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 helpful tips that are going to assist you in keeping your hair and your scalp healthy through the winter season. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to The Real Zedbee. I'm Zintle and I use this platform to talk about my lock journey as well as share tips and tricks on how you can style and maintain your locks from the comfort of your own home. So we are right in the middle of winter right now, and I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but where I am it hasn't actually been that cold, but we've had some days, okay? Anyways, whether it has been hectically cold or not, it goes without saying that fun ba ikhona into oyenzayo with your hair to ensure that it keeps healthy throughout the winter season. So let us get into the tips that I want to share with you today. So the first thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is that you need to be shampooing less this season, because a lot of shampoos that are out on the market right now are super dehydrating. So if you're someone who likes to regularly on a weekly basis wash their hair, then make sure that if you are a loose natural that you're washing your hair with conditioner. This is something that is called a co-wash. But as someone who has locks, then you should make sure that you're substituting your shampoo with either washing your hair out with a light oil mixed with water, obviously, or you use plain water and then just make sure that you are massaging all of the dirt out of your hair. One thing that you can also implement that I have loved doing is to use liquid dishwashing soap. Now I know there have been some people who have found liquid dishwashing soap to be super drying on their hair. So I do suggest that if you're going to be using liquid dishwashing soap and you find that it dries your hair quite a bit, then make sure that you are mixing it in with water, which means you're diluting it, and straight after you have used it, make sure then that you are sealing in the moisture. So a lot of the times we think products are drying when we probably leave too much time in between us adding water or moisture into our hair through washing and actually sealing in the moisture. So it's not going to be very effective if you are going to be washing your hair and then walking around the house for an hour or 2 hours and then coming back to seal in the moisture, because you'll find that a lot of moisture has already left your hair, right? So you need to make sure that immediately once you've done washing, that you put in some sort of a sealing oil so that your hair stays nice and hydrated. Another thing I've found to be drying when using dishwashing liquid is that sometimes you get lazy and you don't wash it out thoroughly. When you're leaving dishwashing soap liquid in your hair, it will tend to get crunchy. So make sure that if you are using anything to wash your hair, that you are rinsing it out thoroughly. And with locks, when it comes to rinsing things out, you need to be very patient. You need to have all the time in the world so that you make sure that each and every strand has been rinsed off properly. And then you'll find that your hair will go forward and be squeaky clean, and you will not lose as much moisture. Another tip that I want to share with you, and this is for the girls who don't like to wear dukes or to wear bonnets and prefer to rather sleep on satin pillowcases. Now, even though you're sleeping on a satin pillowcase, your hair is still exposed to the drying and damaging winter air, especially at night, right? So what you can implement is you can invest in a good humidifier. Now, what a humidifier does is it actually adds moisture into the dry air. So once you have that and your satin pillowcase, then your hair is going to be free from breaking and free from losing a lot of moisture. So if you're one of those girls, make sure that you go out and look for a good humidifier. Related to that point, Also, you can make use of steaming. So as girls who like to take showers, make sure that you don't cover your hair when you're in the shower so that your hair can absorb all of that nice steam. Or you can buy, you know, a hair steamer. I've seen those on the market. If you're not gonna buy a hair steamer, then you can just steam normally through letting your hair out when you are about to shower, or even when you're walking into your bathroom and you've run yourself a bath. That steam is very, very good when it comes to adding moisture, much needed moisture into your hair without even having to wet your hair. So I think that is my third tip. And that is just to somehow, somewhere, make sure that your hair is getting a nice, good amount of steam. The fourth tip is, I think, going to be one of the most important things that you are going to have to implement in your routine. And that is developing a good nighttime routine, okay? And on top of that, being consistent with your nighttime moisturizing routine. It's going to be very important for you to implement some sort of routine to help you add back moisture after you've had a whole day worth of being exposed to the cold winter air. So your nighttime routine is going to be prime opportunity for you to be able to also just have your hair working overnight. At night, you're going to want to use all of those good treatments that work overnight. You're going to want to use those oils that are going to penetrate your hair strands and just go through and work at cleansing your scalp and hydrating your hair. This is going to be your prime opportunity to just add some goodness to your hair, because what happens at night, you're going to add all of the good stuff and then you're going to seal it up in a hair bonnet or a doek or whatever it is that you sleep with. So your nighttime routine is going to be the most important part. If you miss anything out of this whole video, just remember this one thing, that please implement a good nighttime routine throughout the winter season, okay? And the fifth and final tip is that you should ensure that you are deep conditioning your hair on a regular basis. Now, you should know what your hair needs by now, okay? So you decide what is the best time period in which to deep condition your hair. As a locked person, the best deep conditioning treatment that you can do to your hair is to do a hot oil treatment, and I've actually covered this in this video right here. So if you're not sure on how to do a hot oil treatment or what oils are good to use in a hot oil treatment, then head over to that video and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.